This right here is a 3D printed fingerboard obstacle made by the company 6050. And in today's video, I'm going to be reviewing this thing, using this thing, and critiquing it. Because I know in the fingerboard community, everybody loves to point out all the good stuff about things, and trust me, there's a lot of good stuff about I can speak for sure, definitely. Like, don't get me wrong, this obstacle is awesome. There's so many cool features to it. It is just sick overall. But just like everything in the world, there's always going to be some weird knacks. But nobody ever points them out. They're all scared. They're scared as hell, I don't know why. Now, just like a lot of my other videos, I'm going to shout out my boy Owen. Again, stole this idea from him. Hey man, the guy's got good ideas. And by the way, the idea that I'm stealing from him is just being honest about fingerboard obstacles. So let's get into it. So for starters, before we even say anything about the product, let's do 10 tricks on it. Let's start off with a kickflip. Oh yeah. What about a tray flip? I'm so bad at those. Oh, what about a late big spin? Oh yeah. Wonder if you could tail slide up it. Oh, that's sick. Fat nollie flip? That was terrible. Oh, counts. Oh, dude, that's nice. Let's hit a good old juicy laser flip there. That was totally a laser flip. All right, last trick, tray flip revert. There we go. All right, now let's get into the review portion of the video. Don't worry, I'm still gonna do some tricks on it later on in the video, but we gotta review this thing first. Now, one thing I have to point out that makes this thing so sick is, oh, I broke it! That was so stupid. No, it's meant to do that. It's basically so you can put it in your pocket and just walk around with it. That is sick. You can't lie, that is the coolest thing ever. It's a portable fingerboard obstacle. Like, that is awesome. Now, one thing I will mention about this, again, nobody ever ends up talking about the negative side of things, but whenever you remove this portion, this thing sticks out, okay? How are you gonna put this in your pocket? If I'm gonna try and put this in my pocket, it's really clunky, it sticks out. It'll have to stick out like that, which obviously isn't ideal. It's not the worst thing in the world. Like, I could technically push it in there. It just feels weird. It just, I feel like I have like a fourth nut. Third, I have two like the rest of you. That's honestly not a major inconvenience though. It's still possible for you to carry this thing around. But other than that, it's a sick feature and it's honestly really easy to put in and out. Like for a 3D printed product, pretty smooth. Now, one thing that's probably been in the back of your mind about this obstacle is the fact that it's small and it's 3D printed, so it's probably very light, which is the case. So you're probably thinking, since it's so light, if you try and do tricks, it's gonna move, but look at that. It's barely moving and you should never even be using this much force. Oh. My truck just broke. Oh my god. Now, while this is great and all, and it doesn't move whenever you ride it like this, if you try and do grinds on the side, it does tend to move, which is kind of expected though. Like, again, it is a 3D printed obstacle. So you are a little bit more limited with your tricks because it's 3D printed. But come on, you're not getting cement that does this. Now, one thing that's gonna be more subjective is the feeling and sound of grinding on the side of the kicker. We all like to get a little creative sometimes. We all like to try and grind on the side of stuff that normally you wouldn't grind on. Don't take that out of context, you freak. Now, I personally like it, but I know why some people might not. Like, it's not like grippy or anything like that. It does kind of sound like it would be though, but trust me, it is very slippery. But the grinding sound kind of is like, meh. It just kind of sounds like nails in a chalkboard, to be honest. Like, listen. Again, I personally like it, but I know some people might not. Now, you also might have noticed that this is slanted a little bit sideways, which means that you could technically do wall-e tricks, but not really possible. I do wish that you could, but again, it's 3D printed. What do you expect? Okay, now that we've gone over everything that I could possibly think of, let's get 2 of them in here and have another session. I'm gonna get a total of like, I don't know, 10 tricks. Whoa. And then I'll give you guys my honest rating at the end of it. Let's get it. That totally counts. All right, now it's time to give you my honest rating on these things, and I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. They're great obstacles. They have their quirks just like everything else in life. Honestly, it would be a 9 out of 10 though if they made it so like they could like put like a pole jam on the end of it here. Like you had like a little hole here so you could storage it, pulled out a pole jam, slipped it in there, ramped the pole jam out. Dude, that would be so cool. Please, 6050, do that. Anyways, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace out.